Good morning. Welcome to our low impact workout for today at the YMCA. My name is Bill and I'm a personal trainer here. And today's workout, we're going to do a full body workout. And instead of something timed where we're working on the amount of, or the number of reps we can do, we're going to work more on quality during this workout. So I'm going to be concentrating a little bit more on technique. All right, so let's start with just a real quick warm up. I'm just going to start by kicking my heels back here, just moving a little bit, getting the blood pumping. We're just going to start here. And then let's go up into some high knees. Let's put the hands up, slap the hands with the knees. Again, we're just getting the muscles warmed up. Nothing super strenuous right now. And let's go out to the side. And to the side. And now let's do some kicks. We'll go up with the right and up with the left. With the right, left. Make sure you're breathing. You don't want anybody holding their breath while we're doing this. Point is to get the blood flowing. Your body needs oxygen for the blood to flow. All right. Let's kick up the legs. Now let's step. We'll step back now. Push the legs back. Getting the glutes activated here. Working the hamstrings. Okay, now we're going to do some torso rotations. We're going to work the hips a little bit. So we're going to start down, come around, and then stop, and then we'll come around the other way. And stop in the center, come around the other way. Really push those hips out and back each time around. Circling around. Make the hips do a circle. And let's do two more. And one, and two. Now we'll do some arm swings. Just bring the arms up and around. Going frontwards first time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now back the other way. Big arm swings. Push the chest out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's hug yourself, okay? I'm going to put my right arm over my left and then my left arm over my right. Stretch the chest out when you bring the arms out and then bring the arms in as far as we can. Let's do two more. 1 and 2. Good. All right. Good warm up. Now, I'm going to start with the workout first, and we're going to do legs first, then we're going to do some chest and back, then maybe back to legs, and we will hopefully get some core in as well by the time we're done. So I'm going to start with squats. So we're going to do we'll do 10 to 15 squats, but I want to show you how to do a squat. You're going to start with your feet about shoulder width apart, your knees slightly bent, your chest up and out. My hands, I like to put them in front of me to counterbalance myself because my weight is going to be on my heels as I go back. So I'm going to bring myself down by keeping my knees behind my toes if I can. I really start this move, actually, by pushing back my hips first. I push my hips back first. That brings my weight back. My hands are in front of me. I come down as far as I can. And then I'm driving again through my heels to come back up. So all my weight is in my heels as I'm doing this. All right? So we'll do these together. We'll do 10 of them, okay? So I'll do them from the side just so you can see how it looks. My feet are about shoulder width apart. I'm going to start with my hips first. I'm going to go down and then push back up. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Again, feel that in the glutes. Keep the chest high. 6, 7, 8. We'll go 2 more. 9. Drive up through those heels. And 10. Now, when we're doing those, if you only can go down this far, that's fine. If you can go down this far, that's even better. The farther you go down, the more you're working the glutes. But we're also working the hamstrings here as well. You can also do this by sitting in a chair and coming up from the chair. So you would sit up as tall as you can, put your feet underneath you, and drive up again through those heels. All right, keeping the back straight and the chest out. So the other thing is often, if you're not feeling real strong in the legs, you can use your upper body to get you up. So I'll tell some of my older clients to actually push forward with their chest first and then come up if they need to do that. But ideally, you're keeping your weight back as much as possible. Let's do another set of 10. All right, I'm going to do it from the front this time. Hands together in front of you, knees slightly bent, chest high. And we're going to do 10 more. Here we go. Down for 1 and 2, 3, 4, chest big, tall, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, we got this, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. All right, let's move on to the next exercise. So next we're going to work chest. And really simple chest exercise to do is a push-up, because there's so many variations on how to do a push-up. I'll show you the regular one first. My hands are going to be a little bit wider than shoulder width. My feet are about as wide as my hands. My shoulders are down away from my ears. And my elbows come down. When I bend my elbows, I'm going to bring my elbows in back of me. So many people do it like this. They bring their arms out to the side. That's getting more into the shoulders. We want to stay in the chest while we're doing these. So elbows go to about 45 degrees out from your shoulders. And then we come down. All right? You want to feel it in the chest as we're doing this. So to make this easier, of course, we can go from toes to just dropping the knees. But I want you to keep that plank position. So the hips are low. They're not up here. Hips are low. So that your weight is on your hands as we're doing this, okay? Not so much on your knees. Come down same way we're doing before. Now, the other thing, we can make this even easier by bringing your knees in closer. If your knees are in closer to your body, it takes more weight off your hands. And then we're just doing these guys. Notice my elbows are still going in back of me, not out to the side, okay? We're working chest. Let's do 10 of these together. Here we go. And 1, and 2, 3. My glutes are squeezed while I'm doing this. 4. My abs are tight. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. We got this. 9 and 10. Very good. Okay. Next one, we're going to go from the chest to the back. Now for back exercise, this is going to look almost like I'm sorry, one more minute. Let's do this. Let's work on push-ups a little bit more. You don't have to do push-ups on the floor either. As you do push-ups, you can do them on an elevated surface, and that makes them easier as well. So here I have a bench. This is about 24 inches. If you have a chair at your house, you can do them on a chair, like so, or a bench, or I sometimes do them on a countertop. That makes it a little bit easier. Or if you're even starting out, you can sometimes just do them on a wall. So just pushing on the wall. So let's do 10 more. So I would do them like this. Again, my hips are low. My elbows are going back when I do them. All right, let's do one more set. Hands are wide, feet are wide, glutes are squeezed, abs are tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Okay, let's do our back exercise now. Okay, for back, I'm going to start on my back. And I'm going to be in a position where I'm bringing my arms in and sucking my stomach in and coming up. Almost looks like an abdominal exercise, but the difference is, as I bring in my elbows, I'm bringing my shoulder blades together. So I try and think of this as doing almost a fly. Bring my elbows in and my chest up and out and my shoulder blades together. I'm sliding my elbows in, shoulder blades together. Okay, let's do this together. I'm going to actually do it with my knees bent. So, elbows are out to the side, and now I'm pulling in and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, bring the shoulder blades together in back of you. Really tighten up the shoulder blades. You should feel this in the back, right behind your shoulders. Okay, let's go on to the next exercise. We're going to do lunges next. Go back to legs. We can never do enough legs. So lunges, we're going to do 10 on each side. And with a lunge, I like to do reverse lunges. So I'm just going to start in a straight up position. I'm going to step back with my right foot. Notice I'm not stepping back too far. This allows me to keep my upper body more upright rather than forward. If I step back really far, I'm automatically going forward. I want to keep my upper body upright as I go down into my lunge and then come back up. All right? So again, if you can only just go down this far, that's fine. What we're working here is we're working this hamstring and glute and this quad. So let's start together. We'll go with the right foot back first. I'm not stepping too far back, keeping my upper body upright, chest out, just like we were doing with the squats. And also just like the squats, I'm pushing through this forward heel. That's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now if your feet are in the right position to turn the other way, you just have to turn on the heels. Step back with your left foot. And we're going to do 10 on the left foot. Here we go. Down for 1 and 2. Remember the heel of that forward foot. Push through that heel. 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Make sure you're bending the back knee. 8, so that your hips go straight down. 9, and 10. Good. Often I'll do that with clients, and what'll happen is they'll end up going forward like this with their lunge. You want to think about just bringing the hips straight down. All right? Let's do them again. Start with the feet together. Put the right foot back. And when I come down, I'm coming down with my knee just behind my heel, just a little bit behind my heel. Okay? Upper body upright. Hands in front. And down for 1. And 2. And 3. Like I'm on an elevator. I'm just going straight down. 4 and 5. Instead of going out like this, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Starting to get into the quads. And 10. Good. Let's switch up. Go the other way. Left foot back. And 1, 2, 3. Straight up and down. 4, 5. Probably feeling it in the right glute now. 6. And in the right quad. Right here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Okay. That's lunges. Now, let's do some triceps. So with triceps, if you have a chair, we can do tricep dips on a chair. I'm just going to sit on the chair, put my hands on the edge of the chair with my fingers pointing out towards the rest of my body, not away, but towards me. And shoulders are down away from the ears. I'm just going to bend the elbows and come down. So you can do this on a chair. And with this, the further your feet are, again, the further your feet are away from the body, the harder it is to do these. So this would be the typical way to do it, but bring your feet in and it makes it much easier. Got it? All right, so we can do this on a chair. And again, the other thing is the higher you can get to do these too. So this bench is a little bit higher than the chair. So I'm going to come over here and legs straight. I might be able to do it easier. Legs in, even easier. Okay, so let's do 10 together. I'm going to come to my chair. And we'll do 10. And ready? Shoulders down. And go up. And 1. And 2. And 3. 4. And 5. And 6. They're already burning. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Good. Excellent. We should probably do a second set of those, I think. I might do it higher, though. That's good stuff. All right, so as you're doing this, you might hurt the shoulders a little bit. So you can also do these on the ground. I just go like this, and then I'm not coming down quite as far. Obviously, the more range of motion, the more you're getting into the muscle. But if you can just do this, this is fine as well. Okay? So let's do them again. Here we go. Tricep dips. Start on the chair. Hands forward. Feet out or feet in. And we're going to pump it down and up for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 3 more, you got this. 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Okay. What we have left is core work. So we're going to start with what I call reverse crunches. So a reverse crunch is kind of the opposite of a crunch, hence the name. So in a typical crunch, we're starting with feet on the floor, hands behind the head, and we're bringing the shoulders up and bringing the shoulders close to the knees, right? That's a crunch. It's a little bit tough on the back. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to make it a little bit easier. We're going to bring your knees up to your head. So I'm going to start with my hands close to me, right on the floor, and my feet up in the air. My knees are about 90 degrees, and I'm just going to bring my knees to my head. Each time I do this, you can see I'm bringing my hips off the floor. Exhaling as I bring my knees in. So you can also do this with your hands underneath your hips. Let me make it a little bit easier because your hips aren't coming down quite as far. Or keep your hands on the floor, suck in the stomach, and just bring the knees in and then the feet down all the way. Either way, what you want to do is really focus on lifting the hips as you bring your knees in. Good? Let's do 10 together. I'm going to start my hands beside me, knees in, knees at 90 degrees, and we'll do 10. 1, 2, make sure you're exhaling as you bring the knees in. 3, 4, 5, don't hold your breath. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Put your feet down, relax. Okay, good ab exercise because it's really focusing on the abs and not so much on the quads and the hip flexors, which are usually really tight on people anyway. So with your knees already bent, we're not working hip flexors as much as we're working the abdominals. All right? Take a little rest, and then we'll do it again. So I'm starting shoulders down, away from the ears, lift up my feet, knees at about 90 degrees, and we'll go together. In for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Okay, nice work. Okay, one last one, and then we'll do some stretching a little bit. Let's do a hamstring bridge. These are great. This is a great exercise for the glutes and the hamstrings. I'm just going to start on my back. I'm going to push my lower back into the floor just like we were doing before. I'm going to drive down with my heels. I'm going to push my heels into the floor and lift my hips up. Okay? Suck in the stomach. Keep the stomach sucked in. As you do this, you'll find you really, really feel it in the glutes. So let's do 10 together. I'm going to push my heels into the floor and suck in my stomach. My back is right now pushed into the floor. Pull my shirt tighter and you can see. No gap there anymore, right? Push the stomach in, bring the stomach in. And 1, 2, make sure you're breathing. 3, squeeze the glutes at the top. 4, 5, keep the stomach sucked in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. We'll rest for a minute. Really should feel that in the glutes and in the hamstrings. If you're doing this right, you don't want to feel this too much in the lower back. So, it's a mind-body connection, right? We're really feeling the glutes, squeezing the glutes, sucking in the stomach. Let's do 10 more. Suck it in, lower back into the floor, glutes squeezed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I'm bringing my hips down also, I'm not bringing them down to the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. So, we have a little bit of time for stretching. So let's do a stretch standing up. So let's come back up. And I'm going to start with hamstrings first. I'm just going to start by putting my right heel out. And I'm going to shift my weight to my left hip. And then I'm going to stand up as tall as I can. Then I'm going to push my chest out towards my right heel. I'm going to feel a stretch right along the hamstring here. I'm going to feel it in my glutes. And the more I flex my toe towards my head, I'm going to feel it in my calf as well. So you get a nice stretch here. And breathe. Make sure when you exhale, you stretch a little bit, sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. Let's go with the other foot. Put on my left heel, up as tall as I can. Shift my weight to my right hip. And then I'm going to fold from my hips right here. I'm going to push my hips back and push my chest down towards my toe. Just feel that stretch. Hamstring again. Probably going to feel it in the glutes a little bit. Nice stretch. And now we'll come up. And now let's take the hands way above the head. And then come down slowly. Come down, put the hands on the thighs first. My knees, I'm going to bend my knees slightly while I'm doing this to protect my lower back. Then I'm going to come down to my shins. Then I'm going to let my hands hang. And from here, I'm just going to straighten my right knee and then straighten my left knee. Straighten my right knee and my left knee. My hands hang. Just breathe. Relax into each hip. And then come up slowly. Hands on your shins first. And then thighs. Come up slowly so we don't get dizzy. And let's do a stretch on the side too. We'll start by, let's cross your right leg over your left. And we're going to raise your left arm up over your head and just flex over towards the right. And if you want to make that stretch even more intense, you can turn your shoulders a little bit towards the right. Push the hips out to the left. Really good back and side stretch here. And now let's come back. Let's cross the left leg over the right. And right arm up. Over the head. Reach, 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 reach. Push the hips out to the right. Want to intensify it a little bit more? Turn the shoulders to the left. Okay, come back. Now let's push the chest out, bring the hands out. And push the chest out, push the shoulder blades together. Bring the hands over and push the palms of your hands back. And good. Okay. So that is today's low impact workout. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Bill, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks a lot.